Alright guys, this is it. This is the last team to talk about for the NFL Files this season, and that's the Washington Commanders. And you know what? We gotta end this on a bang. So let me introduce to you our special guest, Buttscrew. Come on in and let's talk about some Commanders.
This is Buttscrew. Today we're going to be talking about the Commanders, this 2023 preseason. Start with the offense. I've always had a pretty good offense. Always just missed that quarterback to really put it together. Everything I'm reading so far, preseason-wise, talking about Sam Howell, he is at least putting the effort in to try to get the team working together. They had a trip with the wide receivers and everybody to try to kind of get that bond going. I mean, everything I'm seeing so far looks like he could do pretty good, but again, it's preseason, so until I actually see it, I won't really hold my breath on it. I mean, I like to believe that Sam Howell could be the next quarterback for him. But like I said, we'll just have to wait and see. It'd be nice to have the running backs back. Brian Robinson's looking pretty good. Antonio Gibson, hopefully, if we get him back to his glory days, having those two combo will be amazing. And then, I mean, you can't hate on the wide receiver core we have. Scary Terry, Jahan Dotson. I mean, they've looked pretty good. Then you have Logan Thomas tight end. So there's promise there. It's just we just have to see how Sam Howell does. I hope he's going to be the starter. I don't see Jacoby Brissett being anything to really go on about. So I don't see him really being that starting quarterback. I mean, if you go off of the last game for the season last year with Sam Howell, he did pretty good. And I mean, it was against the Cowboys. So, I don't know, we can see. My hopes are up for it, but like I said, I'll have to wait and see. We're going into the defense. I'm hearing a lot of positive things about that defense right now. Chase Young is looking stronger. And we get him back on that A game again, that defense is going to be dangerous. And then him and Montez Sweat, that could be a scary line. I mean, we've always had a pretty decent defense. So the fact that Chase Young is coming back, Sweat's coming back, as long as we can stay healthy, I mean, that defense will be up there. We have new kicker coming in, so I'm not 100% on that. But we'll see. We normally haven't had too bad of a kickers. So we'll kind of see how that goes. So, I mean, that's my biggest thing. We'll just have to see how – really, I think this whole team, it just comes down to how well Sam Howell does. If he can come out and have – he don't even have to have the greatest season. If he can come out and have a decent season and show that he can do it, then the next year – that's his third year, and normally that's where quarterbacks blow up. So he just has to kind of put something together to show some promise. If he can do that, and then hopefully year 3 just actually blow it up, it could be dangerous. And you could see the Commanders back up top in the division. We've been there before. It's been close. We had the promise with RG3, but him playing hurt himself really, really hurt the team. I'm not going to say it was all on him. I'm sure there's probably some pushback from the coach as well. But I think there he kind of should have caught it. Both sides should have caught it. So be nice to be back up there again. And hopefully this QB is the one that can do it for us. Appreciate you guys. And that's the Washington Commanders for you.
Alright, thank you, Buttscrew, for the video. As always, ladies and gentlemen, in the description below, you can search it up and you can see Buttscrew's channel in the description. You can also see it on the screen right now. And you can just search up Buttscrew on Twitch and you can find his channel easily. But let's talk about the Commanders. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole depth chart like I normally do because Screw did a pretty good job at that right now. I'm just going to give some key pointers here. Scary Terry, dangerous receiver, just in general. Logan Thomas is a decent tight end. The offensive line, I'm not sold on. The offensive line's bad. We all know that. Jarrell Dotson coming into his second season. I expect some good things from Dotson as well. The main question mark I have for this team is Sam Howell. How is he going to do? I believe he only played in 1 or 2 games last season. He looked good in those 2 games. I'll give him credit where credit's due. But this is a whole NFL season. I gotta see you be more consistent. I gotta see how you play a whole season. You only played in one game. You did good in that one game. I mean, you know, decent at least in that one game. I need to see more. I need to see more before I believe in you. So that's going to be the main thing right now I have for the offense. For the defense. Defense is stacked on the defensive line. Chase Young, Darian Payne, Jonathan Allen, Montez Sweat. That is a front four right there on the line that is just... That's a quarterback-hungry defense, let's be honest. After that, I'm not really knowing what to see with the linebackers and the corners and the safeties and stuff like that. I know they drafted Emmanuel Forbes in the first round. We'll see how he does on the right side of the ball right there. But on the left, I mean, I'm not really sold on Kendall Fuller. I'm not sold on Derek Forrest. I'm not sold on Cameron Curl. I know they drafted Martin as well in the second round for free safety. He's not starting, so I'm not really know how to say about that. You know what I mean? Let's just go into the prediction here for the scheduling. So here's my prediction for the Washington Commanders schedule this season, and I know, like, you know, screw saying that they want to compete for the NFC East. I understand that. However, I do want to say this. I do think the Commanders should take a step back this season, maybe have one bad season, get a draft pick, and go forward from there, and then compete next season. I don't know what to expect from Sam Howell. I need to see Sam Howell full-time in, like, a few, like, consistent games, like maybe 8 games at most, before I can say that they can compete for the division. That is why I'm so low on them right now in this prediction here. I'm going an average of 4-13, a ceiling of 6-11, and a floor of 3-14. Until Sam Howell proves to me that he can beat some of these teams, like, you know, the Broncos, I mean, I don't think they're going to beat the Eagles. But if he can prove he can beat the Broncos, he can beat the, you know, Bears, not Washington, I almost said Washington, beat the Broncos, beat the Bears, beat Atlanta, beat Seattle, then I'll start believing more in this team. But I haven't beaten, you know, the Cardinals week 1, losing to the Broncos week 2, losing to Buffalo, then losing to the Eagles, losing in a close contest against the Bears, beaten Atlanta in a close contest that is mostly due to the defense. They lose to the Giants, beat the Eagles in a close contest at home, lose to the Patriots, lose to Seattle, beat the Giants, lose to Dallas, lose to Miami, lose to the Rams, lose to the Jets, lose to the 49ers, and then lose to Dallas at home to end the season. That's my prediction for the Washington Commanders. So my final thoughts on the Commanders this season is I expect them to actually just chill, coast this season, get a draft pick, and then compete next season, and find out what we have in Sam Howell. Now, if Sam Howell is like the real deal, that ceiling goes up from 6 to more than just 6. It goes probably to 12 or something like that, if they can actually win games like that. The whole NFC East this year, I think, is going to be just a whole division that's like just completely dominant in the NFC this season. And I expect it to be like a, you know, a cutthroat division in a race right now for all 4 teams. And I don't think the Commanders really need to be in that cutthroat race. They can wait another year or 2 just to, you know, rebuild, reset themselves, and be ready for next season coming up. Now, if they make the playoffs and they actually do really good instead of going 6-11 or, you know, 4-13, and they make it to the, you know, postseason, that's a whole different story. You can talk about the Commanders, like, you know, next season being a Super Bowl contender or a division champion contender. You know what I mean? But for right now, I think it's time to just chill on the Commander talk just a little bit. Let's not be too hyped on them yet. They have the defense to be an elite caliber, like, team. We just need to see it from the offense, and until we see it from the offense, I can't give them anything more. But yeah, guys, that's my thoughts, and that's my final thoughts on the Commanders. You guys might disagree. You can leave it in the comment section below if you disagree with my thoughts on them. Please hit the like button. It's always much appreciated. And also hit the subscribe button. This is the last NFL file for this season. We'll be having it back next season when next season rolls around. But for week 1, we'll be doing a prediction video. It'll be a short video. It'll be like probably 1 to 2 minute long video. Just giving all my predictions for every game this week 1. So yeah, guys, stay tuned for that. If you like the channel, hit the subscribe button. Also, follow me on Twitch. I stream a lot. So yeah, I believe tonight we'll be doing AWW at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, come around, guys, and watch that wrestling content. Anyways, guys, I'm out. Peace.